Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing my October TBR. So for some reason, I decided to make a TBR basically for the rest of the entire year. October being spooky season, I'm gonna read mostly mystery and thriller. In November, I'll be reading romance, and in December, I'll be reading fantasy. Why? I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to do it, so I'm gonna. And there will be a couple of books within those months that are not part of that genre, but for the most part, that is my plan. So for this month, I'll start with the books that fall into mystery, horror, and thriller. The first book on this list is Dark Places. I have read Gone Girl and Sharp Objects, also watched the movie and TV show. I've heard there's a movie to this one, but that it's not that great. But I am interested to read this book, see if I want to keep it or if I'm gonna unhaul it. I've had it on my shelf for a very long time, so I feel like I need to read it and make a decision. To be totally honest, I have not read the synopsis. I don't know much about it except that we're following a woman whose family gets murdered. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. I also picked up the audiobook for this because I have a hard time getting into her books. When I read Gone Girl and Sharp Objects, I felt like they were really slow to start, so I think the audiobook will help push me along. So we'll see how this one goes. The next book that I want to read in October is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. This was a gift from Dasha, and I've heard great things about it. Dasha really liked it. Most of BookTube really likes it. I don't think I've seen a negative review about it, so I'm really excited to read this one. From my understanding, it is about a group of indigenous men who, I don't think haunted is the right word, but being haunted by something from their past or something that they did when they were younger. That's all I really know. I don't want to know too many details because I think that's the best way to go into mysteries and thrillers, so I'm just gonna leave it with that and we'll see how it goes. I attempted to read this before and I think I was listening to the audiobook and I didn't like it, so I decided I wanted to read it physically, so I hope this time around I enjoyed it a little bit more. The next book that I want to read, hopefully I don't regret this, is called The Chestnut Man. So this is a book that my boyfriend got me for Christmas because for that holiday I did not specify which books that I wanted and he kind of just picked whatever he could find. But this one is about a serial killer known as the Chestnut Man who leaves little chestnut figures at his crime scenes, I think. I haven't looked at the synopsis since I read it, but I think that's what it's about. And I do really like Criminal Minds and stuff like that, so I think I will enjoy this. I don't know anybody who has read it aside from my boyfriend. He enjoyed it, so we'll see if he has good taste or not. The last book that I want to read is a cozy mystery. It is Murder by the Book. I believe this is the first in a series. I've had this on my Kindle Unlimited list for quite some time and I feel like I finally need to read it. I feel like it's quite old, so I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it. I've also never read a cozy mystery before, so we'll see how it goes. I feel like cozy mystery is a category that I would like, but I guess I'm gonna find out. So on to books that do not fall into the mystery, thriller, horror category. The first one is Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the second book in the David Bode trilogy. I buddy read City of Brass last month with Dasha and we both really enjoyed it. Finally got a 5-star prediction that was actually 5 stars. So I'm really excited to continue. I do have a full review of City of Brass on my channel and I will probably do one for this as well. I'm really excited to see what happens because there were so many important details that were dropped at the end of the first book and I want to see what happens. Hopefully this is as good as the first one. If it's not, I'm gonna be really sad, but hopefully I'll enjoy this enough to read the final book in the trilogy as well. The next book that I want to read is The Iron Widow. Rachel has ranted and raved about how amazing this book is. There's one other person who had an arc who also said it was really good. I can't remember who it was, but I'm really excited to read this. I've heard nothing but great things. I think it's gonna be really great. It is a fantasy that has a subplot of romance, which is sometimes something that I don't love, but I think that this one is going to be really good, so I'm really excited to try it and to dive in. And I believe it's supposed to be a series. I'm not sure and I don't remember the synopsis, but I'm really excited to read it because I've heard so many great things. So the last book that I was planning to read this month was Risky Assets, the follow-up to Trading Secrets by Rachel Eccles. However, the book was supposed to be released sometime in October and I got an email from Amazon saying that it was canceled by the publisher, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Hopefully everything's okay and Rachel will give an update soon. I really did enjoy Trading Secrets. I think Risky Assets is going to be so good. I can't wait to see what Celeste is doing now. I hope she gets revenge. That is the one thing I want more than anything in this trilogy is revenge. Preferably by the end of this book, but I know that another one's coming, so we'll see. Hopefully I'll have an update about that soon. So those are all the books that I hope to read in October. Let me know if you have read any of these or if they are on your TBR. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today and I'll see you in the next video.